The Miami Dolphins are gearing up for a crucial offseason in 2025, and the spotlight is on the backup quarterback position. General Manager Chris Grier has been upfront about the team's intentions, making it clear that this area will be a major focus moving forward. He didn't hold back, stating that every option, whether through free agency or the draft, will be explored. It's not just talk. The Dolphins are serious about strengthening their quarterback depth chart. The failure of the Skylar Thompson-Mike White duo in 2024 highlighted the need for a more reliable backup. And while Tyler Snoop Huntley stepped in at times, his performances were inconsistent. The team can't afford to gamble on mediocrity anymore. They need a backup quarterback who's more than just a safety net, someone who can keep the ship steady for 2, 3, or even 4 games if starter Tua Tagovailoa has to miss time. That player needs to not only command respect in the locker room but also be someone Tua can lean on, both on and off the field. Why is this so critical now? Well, let's talk about Tua. He's the guy for Miami, no question about it. But his injury history? It's a concern. The Dolphins know this. Fans know this. So having a dependable backup isn't just insurance, it's a necessity. Grier's comment about turning every stone signals a determined approach. They're not looking for just any backup, they're looking for the right one. When it comes to identifying the ideal candidate, the Dolphins will weigh several factors. Size, mobility, and experience are on the checklist. They'll also look for someone who can operate within head coach Mike McDaniel's system, which thrives on quick decisions and creativity. The team needs a player who isn't just waiting in the wings, but actively contributing to the overall success of the quarterback room. Take a moment to consider what's out there in free agency. It's a mixed bag, but there are experienced veterans who could be an upgrade over the options Miami had last year. And then there's the draft, a chance to develop a younger talent who could eventually become a key piece of the franchise. It's an intriguing decision, and it'll be fascinating to see which path the Dolphins choose. The NFL has evolved into a league where depth at quarterback can make or break a season. Look at teams that have had success with backups in recent years. The 49ers, the Eagles, they've all shown that having a strong second option can keep playoff dreams alive. The Dolphins need to follow that blueprint. They can't afford to let a few missed games from Tua derail their season. But there's more to it than just wins and losses. It's about trust. Tua needs someone in the room who can push him, challenge him, and support him. A backup quarterback isn't just a player, they're a teammate, a sounding board, and in some ways, an extension of the coaching staff. That's the kind of presence Miami needs. Let's not ignore the long-term implications here. The Dolphins aren't just thinking about 2025. They're building a roster that can sustain success for years to come. A young, talented backup could eventually grow into a starter, or at least provide valuable trade capital down the line. It's a smart investment, and it's one the team seems ready to make. And what about the draft? It's not out of the question that the Dolphins could use a mid-round pick to bring in a rookie quarterback. Someone with upside, who can develop under the guidance of McDaniel and the coaching staff. It's a bold move, but bold moves are what build contenders. The NFL is always evolving, and the quarterback position is no exception. Dual-threat quarterbacks are becoming more common, and mobility is no longer just a bonus, it's often a requirement. Miami needs to adapt to this reality. They need a backup who can extend plays, escape pressure, and make things happen with their legs if necessary. At the same time, arm talent and decision-making can't be overlooked. A backup quarterback has to do more than just survive, they have to thrive in moments of chaos. The Dolphins know this, and they'll be looking for a player who checks all the boxes. One of the underappreciated aspects of this whole situation is the relationship between Tua and whoever the backup ends up being. This isn't just about skill sets, it's about chemistry. Tua has grown into a leader in Miami, and any addition to the quarterback room has to complement that. It's a delicate balance. The Dolphins need a player who's confident but not overbearing, someone who can step in without stepping on toes. The road ahead is full of possibilities. Will the Dolphins go after a seasoned veteran, someone who's been around the block and can step in seamlessly? Or will they take a chance on a younger player, someone with untapped potential and a chip on their shoulder? It's a decision that could define the offseason. One thing's for sure, Chris Grier and the Dolphins aren't sitting still. They're actively working to address one of the most important positions on the roster. And as fans, we're left wondering, who will they choose? Will it be the right fit? Only time will tell, but one thing's certain, this offseason is shaping up to be one of the most pivotal in recent memory.